I'm Julius IFWLA, Stores Assistant with MSF France. I have to share today about key performance indicators. Key performance indicators are measuring our performance against our business objectives. Now, in this specific one, we are doing our key performance indicators in the warehouse. I have a perfect example here. When we received goods worth 1,000 sacks, these are the resources that we had. The distance that we had to travel to move from the lorry into the warehouse was a distance of 10 meters. We had staff, 2 manual staff. The equipment at our possession that could help us a lot in this particular case was a sack truck. And our sack truck had a rate of moving 90 sacks per hour. So it was very important because we had this information with us. So it made it easy for us to do our calculations and find out how many resources we would employ into this activity to have it done within the expected time frame. We have to point out that our normal working hours is 8 hours. If we do our calculations, we noted that our 2 staff using our sack truck could take a period of 11.11 hours. But we have to remember that our normal operating hours are 8. So we had to dig deeper and think of ways of adding resources so that it is completed within the operating hours. So an addition of 1 sack truck and 2 manuals would help us sort it out. So in this case, our calculations led us to an amount of 3 hours, 3.11 hours. We would bring an extra truck and 2 manuals to work for 3.11 hours as our normal truck and the 2 manuals do their normal 8 hours as per this calculation.
Okay. Let me ask you a question then, if I may. The 90 sacks per hour we're talking about here, so that's a performance indicator, is it? Is that telling us what we can achieve in a certain amount of time? And we would use it to measure our staff's performance?
Yes, if we use this, our sack truck, it would do 90 sacks per hour.
So would you, as part of a KPI, have variations of this for all the other tasks so you could understand your daily allowance, your daily allocation and funding? Is that what we're trying to achieve?
Yes, we really do our calculations so that we ascertain the number of hours we can use it per particular task. And therefore, even if there could be variance, but we'll see how to play around on the trade-off with the resources that we have. But we as well try as much as possible to be as economical as we can be to have the task done within the required period of time.
Okay, super. Let me ask you another question now about benchmarking. Do you understand what benchmarking is and what are the benefits of benchmarking? What can we learn from benchmarking?
Benchmarking is about comparing ourselves, our operations, with those perceived to be our competitors, and it would be appropriate if it's within the same industry. Now, benchmarking has importances. It helps you to know where you need to improve on. And if you are doing right, then it helps you to just checklist and know which other parts you need to raise up as far as performance is concerned.
Okay, so last week when we visited ICRC, and as you say, you work for MSF, did you see things in there that you could benchmark against your warehouse? Something they were doing well that as a competitor as such, you could work on and improve?
Yes, of course. We had the opportunity to go down there to the regional center for the ICRC. Personally, I noted, especially on the materials handling equipment, I looked at how they easily move and stack their heavy pallets with the hydraulic forklift machine. It does it so easily, and it can do great heights with ease, and it saves a lot of time. Now I compare that with our ladders that we have we have to put to at some point climb up and see how to support on the handling of our items. And I feel that we need to really improve on that, employ more resources into equipment handling, material handling equipment, so that we can raise it to that level, and that would come with efficiency.
So benchmarking will improve your efficiency by utilising an example. Would it reduce your costs? Would it help with health and safety with that example?
Exactly. Especially on health and safety, when you go into the sophistication of the machines, and you have your staff trained well on how to use them, if they really master the art on it, then there's efficiency, there's saving of time, and the safety in it, as opposed to what we are doing at our warehouse currently.
Okay, thank you very much, Julius.